So this is the code that I'm getting, and this is the only code that I'm getting, which is a P0307 cylinder 7 misfire detected. Let me go to the motor and I'll show you where cylinder 7 is located. Okay, so now we're under the hood, and you want to look on top of the intake manifold, and it's going to give you the firing order. So you have the firing order right here. There's two numbers underneath this black cable right here, and it's 1843657 and that's what you're going to look at on your distributor to plug in the correct wire sets with the correct port on the cap and rotor. Now, to find out which cylinder you're looking for, you see there's a number there. That's a number 3. Well, we're looking for cylinder number 7, which is located in the back here. Get a good view for you. There you go. You got cylinder 5 and 7. So I pulled the number 7 plug, spark plug, which is down here. If you look down here, you see there's 2 spark plugs. So you got cylinder 7 on this side and cylinder number 5, if I'm not mistaken. So as you see right there, 7 and 5. So 7's on the right and 5 is on the left. So that's how you figure out which cylinder is misfiring. So it said cylinder number 7, so I pulled the spark plug and the wire. So let's take a look at those. See if we have any issues. No, that seems to be good on the inside and on the other end as well. That seems to be good. There's no corrosion or anything on that. Now the spark plug definitely has some wear. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the old. So we have a regular Champion spark plug. If you can see it, the electrode actually has worn down. And we're upgrading from Champions, $3 Champions, to the NGK Iridiums. I think I paid $10 a piece for these. So we're going to be installing these and gapping them to a 0.040 and then putting those in. Now the real issue here, which I believe why I was getting the cylinder misfire, was due to the dizzy. So the distributor cap and rotor, see all these contacts are nice and clean, and you can see the brass. Well, on the old one, take a look there. It's all corroded. So that is no good. So we're changing the distributor cap and rotor, the spark plugs, and the wires. I wouldn't recommend replacing one without replacing the other, because if one is going, the other's going to go right behind it. So distributor, cap and rotor, the wires, and the spark plugs. So we'll go ahead and I'll show you exactly what I mean by plugging in the plugs into your cap and rotor. So on your cap and rotor, you can see there's a 1 right there. So that's where you're going to start, where you're going to plug your wire set in. So cylinder number 1 is going to get plugged in right here, and then you have your next cylinder, which is going to be in your firing order. So you have cylinder 1. I'll show you the rest. So it's going to be cylinder 1, 8, cylinder 1, 8. It's hard to get a good view on that. Give me 1 second. I'm going to do something so you can see it a lot clearer. Alright, so now you guys can see it. So now the firing order that you're going to go ahead and do exactly on the distributor cap and rotor is going to be 18436572, and I'll show you. And you're going to go clockwise with it. So you see the 1, there's the 1 on top. I marked it on the side. So there's 1, 8, 4, 3, 6, 5, 7, 2. So again, 1, 8, 4, 3, 6, 5, 7, 2. And then you'll put your wire sets into each cylinder, and then just make sure that it's the correct cylinder. On this one, you can see that cylinder number 3, and that's what you'll have to do unless you have a owner's manual or diagram with you. But the intake manifold has all that information right here at the top. So let's go ahead and install these wire sets. So you can see this is the old wires, but they're all different sizes. So I usually match them up with the new wires and put them on one by one. The way to take this cap and rotor off, you can use a Phillips head screwdriver, or you can take the easy way out and just get a 7mm socket, long socket, and a small little ratchet, and you should be able to take them out. There's one there and one over there. These are all rusted, so I knew this thing was going to be old. You can see the corrosion on there. So I'm going to go ahead and change all the wires now. Alright, so now we're going to put the distributor cap and rotor back on, and it's going to sit just like that. We're going to go ahead and put the new rotor on in the position that you got it from. And push it all the way down till it falls into place, and then we're going to put the cap and rotor on. There's the hole on that side, there's another hole on this side. The cap and rotor, the 1, you want it to face the left side, and when you put the cap and rotor in, be careful not to pinch these wires, because this is a sensor that throws a spark to your spark plugs. If that gets broken, then you're going to have issues there. So let's put the cap and rotor on now. Now that you have the cap and rotor installed and the 2 screws tightened down, go ahead and plug in your spark plug wires into their homes. Put the intake snorkel back on, and you should be good to go. That is it. That is how you do your cap and rotor and your spark plugs at the same time. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks again for tuning in with BuiltJ. Have a good day.